almost our next stop for the day. Coming into the big town of New Salem. Used to be a school here. Dad went to high school. I think Dad graduated from high school here. Anyway, New Salem Lions Club, they always have a big consignment auction every winter. Kind of a big deal. Well, here it is. This used to be an old, well, still is a car dealership, but was a car dealership years ago. Boy. But there's where the old New Salem School used to be. I guess we'll just drive through the yard. It's fine, all right? Yeah, nobody's gonna die. Anyway, yeah, this little town, grain elevator, feed mill, whatever. Growing up as a kid, Dad used to come to it, get feed and stuff. Anyway, all right, let's see. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have to stop right there, get out, see what I got going on. All right, so here's the next toy for the day. This is the same hay conditioner I borrowed off my cousin last year to cut our hay. It's his place over there. He upgraded to a green one. So anyway, he was actually at a sale where he bought that one, and I was going to have him bid on one for me, and it brought more than I wanted to give him. He said, well, I'll sell you mine for, whatever money. And kind of fell in line with what I was willing to pay, and so here we are. Put this in the back of the truck. That may or may not come in handy. Well, it will come in handy. Lots of parts, get on, dry those bolts out and save the nuts and stuff. So anyway, how are we looking? Don't know. Oh, we'll just back up and give it a shot and see what happens, all right? All right, I'll bring you back when I get hooked up. Oh, let's get out of the ditch. All right, I don't know if you can see that or not, but yeah, the new idea, mower conditioner's hooked on behind the truck. We're headed home. The front half of the drive shaft was missing. The U-joints had gone out, and my cousin had taken that part of the shaft into one of the local auto parts places to have them match up and get U-joints for us. So he'll pick that up and drop that off out at Dad's. Yeah, taking up the whole road. Anyway, I'll be back. All right, it's been a busy afternoon since I got back with this thing back down to the farm. Get the Toro time cutter in here. That was my brother Brad's mower. Dad got something wrapped around. Well, thought he had some metal or something wrapped around a spindle. I took the blade off, t-shirt wrapped around, pieces of t-shirt wrapped around two of the spindles. Anyway, this is the new to me hay cutting machine. That does have, it is going to need a little bit of work. The U-joint is out up here on the front of the PTO shaft. I don't know if this is the right PTO shaft for this machine or not. I don't know. I'm not sure that it is. And I don't know if it's this long shaft that's right or wrong. I think this is the right long shaft. It was the shaft from there to the tractor that wasn't right. I just know 2 years ago when I used it, there was only one bolt through this hitch bracket, and that horseshoe flopped back and forth. And going around the corners, the U-joint will take a hell of a beating. It looks like my cousin some more holes, put another bolt through the top, so now it doesn't flop back and forth. It stands up like it's supposed to, and then all of the sliding in and out that you need is in the short shaft from that junk U-joint up to the tractor. But everything else on it seemed to be pretty decent, if I remember right. I think the rolls are pretty good. Nope. Big chunk missing there. That's all right. New Holland model 488. So yeah, since we got this now, we won't have to, as long as we can get the shaft back and get that back on it, we won't have to wait when it comes time to cut the hayfield. We'll just be able to hook a horse on the front of it and go. But after I got back with that, and I got, and then this is why Dad wanted the Brother Brad's mower going. He wants to use it to mow around front of the barns and around the grain bins and stuff. So when we cut the hay, we don't have to worry about trying to get quite so close, and it just keeps things looking a little neater and cleaner and not tidy and whatnot. Got some mulberry tree bush things coming up that I want to try and kill this summer. Good luck, right? And to go with the cutter, I've got this sickle bar off of International mower. I picked it up at my, now I got a deal on it, let's just say, but it's got basically all new blades on it, or all new sections and guards. It's a good solid bar. So we got parts there to, you know, keep the hay mower going. Or the reason I got it was I was going to use this end of the pitman arm, the spring and ball sockets and all that, and maybe even the bar, to fix up the Moline sickle mower that's missing all that stuff. But anyway, so what I've been doing this afternoon, as you can see here on the trailer, there's tires. Our local county highway's got like a heavy trash, I don't know, according to Dad, they will take old tractor tires. And I got a whole bunch that I've collected over the years that were round and black in case I needed them, but they've sat leaning up against the old 60 parts donor machine for a long time, and some of them gone bad. Some of them were bad when I got them. This one here on top, good looking tire, until you get around, but we'll get to it. Probably not. There's a spot on the bottom side where it looks like they drove over a post or something and just destroyed this tire, which really sucks. The bottom one's obviously junk, but there's good patch material in the rims, so at some point we will break those down and junk the tires, save the rims for patch material. But I've been sorting through. I'm going to do a little bit more cleaning up and stuff and get this corner of the barn lot cleaned up so that when we do get around to cutting hay, we don't have this mess to try and mow around. We'll gain a little bit of space back here. And there may be some more tires. Oh boy, I think there's another one that's doomed. Yep, there's another one. Problem is I'm down to tires that are on rims, so that makes it a little more difficult because I'll have to break them down because they won't take them on the rims. But everybody needs some 18 434s that are round and black and smooth. I got a pair of those. They're on dual rims. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna move. Probably, I'm gonna move at least these 5 or 6 tires out of the way. Cut down a little more, some more mulberry bush thing, tree stuff. We're gonna get this cleaned up, and at some point the little 60, the back wheels are gonna come off. There's wheel weights. There's one on the inside on this side, and there's one on both on either side on the other side of it. We're gonna get those wheel weights off, save the rims, probably all 4 rims, and then the rest of it's probably bound for China or whoever's buying our scrap metal these days. Oh, might pull that fender off. That's a pretty decent looking fender yet. A little crunched, but not bad. Might be pulling that seat off because that's some of the same float ride seat stuff as the Moline juice. Yeah, we'll decide what we're going to do with it once we get tires off of it and we can get to it and get it drug out and make decisions. Anyway, I'm going to move some more tires. I'll be back. All right, tire cleanup project. I got this little 2-wheel dolly cart thing I got to move yet. Probably not happening tonight. It's a planter dolly cart thing. Anyway, hey, look. Hey, Rossi Oliver, man, there's an Oliver in there. That's a 60 that we bought for parts to get the engine out of. I think I'm going to steal the headlight and headlight brackets and maybe the seat and stuff off of it. But I've got this set of tires, those tires, and then those back there. The ones that are laying down, that the tires definitely have some issue. I don't know that one on top. I don't remember. It's got to be on the other side. They've got issues, so we will be cutting those off the rims. Oh, there's that Yeah, this is the one I was talking about earlier. I don't know if you can see that giant freaking hole right there. And it goes from there all the way up to there, like half the length of that lug. Which really sucks. It's an awesome tire, except for that. So anywho, but those 6 tires got to come off the wheels so we can scrap the tires. The rest of these I think are mostly usable, still round and black. Anywho, while I was cleaning, I borrowed Dad's Christmas present. Pruned up that mess of a tree in the middle of the barn lot. And then over here where I got stuff, I pruned up some of those trees pretty nice so we can get in and around. I'm gonna put this over here. Set this down for now because I'm done with all that stuff. But anyhow, got a pile of brush in the front of the tractor. But in the process of trimming these trees, and if you've been following along, we've been fighting underground digging critters. And I got over here to the uni picker that's still on the cart, and I think I might have found their headquarters. That is a good sized burrow under there. So I'm gonna let Dad know, and then we'll get a plan together to figure out what we're gonna do about making those guys go away. And then I still got more tires. That one there probably needs to go away. This one here might be all right. That one might be all right. That one will keep. The tire's junk, but I need the rim, I think. Yeah, I need the rim. These tires, I think my grandfather put these tires on the back of my R. That was his. That's a good tire that may go to Joe Pro over in Ohio. If he hasn't found one by the Plain City, Ohio summer show that's featuring Molines, that may go with us. That one's definitely a good tire. That's got to go in the back of the 445 at some point. And there's just a mess of stuff back here. But yeah, we got to do something about that. I don't know. I haven't looked around. Gonna do something with these stupid mulberry trees too. I don't know if he's got a. He might just have one way in, one way out. If he does, we got water over there in the corner of the barn. We'll fill his den full of water, and when he comes out, we will give him an acute lead injection, if you know what I mean. All right, stupid mulberry bushes, freaking everywhere. We got to move some grater blades, and then we'll be pulling those later this summer. And I want to rearrange, clean up at some point. We got this running gear that somebody had made a homemade header cart out of it, and the center pole is like stupid long, and it's rusted into the front. We've been working. At some point I'm putting it on a trailer, taking it to my house. I'm going to split the front. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get that pole out so we can get it put back together and get that running gear going, so I can get this gravity box cleaned out, new wood runners on it, get it on this gear, so that we have a decent wagon for the happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me, happy birthday. Here's a corn sheller. Happy birthday to me. All right, let's get up on old Massey here. It's a 175 Massey that my dad bought brand new. And when he bought it, he told the local dealership he wanted the biggest loader they could make fit. And this is like almost like an industrial style loader, or so he says. I don't know. All I know is we've moved a lot of dirt and rock and hog stuff and cow stuff and brush, you name it. She's been a good one. A couple years ago, he finally had the engine rebuilt. I think he had a clutch put in it while it was, I don't know if they put a clutch in it or not. I don't know. All I know is as far as loader tractor goes, I can't imagine a handier size loader tractor. Anyway, take this brush out here to the, oh, there we go. Out here to the old burn pile. Dumpy dump. Oh, just like that. At some point I gotta get the truck out here and load up all the scrap metal, all the metal frames and stuff that we burnt out of stuff in the old burn hole. But yeah, had some decent rains and stuff. The old hayfield's looking pretty good. Oh, I got a mess there to clean up yet. If anybody needs a flail mower conditioner, we got one of those with a broken, I think it's a broken slip clutch, broken something. That's why we bought the haybine. Alright, well, I think I'm about done for the day. I'm going to park Dad's truck and trailer with the load of tires that need to go away. Not there. I'll park it probably over there in the driveway. Out of the way. Let's see if I can back. Oh, you know what? Let's not back that thing in high range. Let's wind her up so the power steering will work a little better. Oh my gosh, we are so out of shape. Are we even gonna fit? Maybe. Easier to do if I was, you know, not trying to film. All right. Oh, there we go. Good enough. It's in the barn. Good enough. Well, quit. There. Anyway, yeah, the old 175 Massey. She's a handy little tractor. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna collect a pile of stuff here, move Dad's truck and trailer, and then I'm probably gonna fire up old cherry bomb and head for the house. So anyway, I'll be back. Yeah, you can see it through the scaffolding or not. My brother-in-law's out there getting the soybeans in the ground. Oh, all right.